Now, DJ Bo and Saized have started this new celebrity couple, or rather, reality TV show on TV. I don't know. Anytime I mention them, it just has a cringe connotation to it. But anyway, they have this new reality TV show called Love in the Wild. And in this particular episode, he's having a talk with DJ Kroba and his wife. And he opens up to DJ Kroba and talks about pretty much his wife miscarriages, and opens up about how it took a toll on them, more especially on their marriage, and even alludes to this may have been the reason why me and my wife separated for a hot minute, which is quite the contradiction, because the rumor going on is that you're separated because you were cheating on her. But now on this show, he is turning the tables and saying, hey, me and my wife separated because of the issues that were going on. He says, we have two children, but we lost two others. The loss really affected the both of us, especially the first loss of our child. Let me tell you, we even had issues with Mama Mambo, who is Lynette, who is size 8. When you lose a child, if you are not strong, many people divorce and blame each other. You did not do this, you did this, and so forth. And he just goes on a rant talking about how it was difficult for them. And I'm not trying to minimize this for you. Of course, it's a very difficult situation you were in, but to try and kind of use that as a reason why you two broke up very publicly, why you two separated, why your wife left your marital home, and try to, you know, blame it on the fact that you guys suffered children loss is stretching it a little bit. He went on to say, we decided to put everything on the table and just reconcile and not blame each other. Went on to say it is not anyone's fault. But he says Lynette had pregnancy issues. So he says it's not anyone's fault, but goes on to say that Lynette had pregnancy issues, and those two children who were born are actually miracles. And again, we had already told each other, for better, for worse, and this just happened to be a worse moment for us. And I completely agree. It's a very difficult situation to be in. I cannot even relate. I cannot even try to comprehend what the two of you are going through. For it to happen the first time and then happen the second time, clearly you guys were going through a lot of issues. And if this is what you were talking about, I just wish you would have expressed it as just that. You guys were going through a lot of problems. It was a very tragic time and a trying period for your marriage during those occurrences, but don't blame that as the reason why the two of you separated. Don't try to kind of, it's like you're gaslighting us at this point to say that this is one of the contributing factors to you and your wife separating, when the biggest story going around is that you guys separated because you were cheating on her. Let's just not forget that the other woman actually even came out and exposed you and did this whole. Stop trying to gaslight us. Yes, you had a very horrible situation happen to you, but don't try to blame that on all your other problems.
Yeah, I feel like Sizemo are very complicated in that they will spin any story to their advantage, and they will always make the public, always make the public look like we're idiots. No, it can't just be fully to his advantage, because if you think about it, what is she standing to gain from this marriage if she's always allowing for him to lie on top of lying, on top of lying, on top of lying? So Sizemo, they have a problem themselves, and I feel like sometimes it's important for you to consider the fact that when you're going through a trying time, instead of acting in the most bizarre way, speak to someone. There are marriage counselors. Isn't she a pastor now? I'm sure they have marriage counselors within their community. Like, obviously, as you tell people to go and speak to psychiatrists and marriage counselors in church, you too should also be doing the same thing, because your relationship seems to have the most bizarre ways on turnarounds, and how you end up dealing with things in a public way doesn't seem to augur with the things and how you react to them in a private way. You know what I mean? It's like you will do shady things to each other in private, but when it comes out to the public, y'all are a force to be reckoned with. Y'all are a couple goals. Y'all are the kind of people we need to be emulating in our relationships. I genuinely feel like you guys need to speak to someone about your marriage, because there is clearly a lot that is covering up. There's a lot of issues that you you've not even told us yet that may be a huge issue in your relationship and may be causing you to be acting the way you're acting. Speak to someone. Y'all need help, and I'm not even joking. You guys, I feel like you need to speak to someone. You've gone through too much for you to just like sweep it under the rug or pray about it. I'm just saying.